here, therefore I believe it is beginning. We're going to look at some of the other opportunities that are out there that I want to highlight, and there are some things that are especially tied to XRP that are really starting to take off. If you're new to me, I wanted to share all that I'm starting to notice with you, along with some trend lines. XRP gains traction and informs the algorithm. Let's jump. XRP Army spread the word. And this, at the moment, we have cryptocurrency. I've been monitoring taking this off for the previous 4 or 5 hours this morning, sort of leading into the early afternoon. We've been advancing little by little, I guess. Suddenly, we're on the verge of surpassing the $1 trillion barrier once more. However, the market as a whole, Bitcoin, and indeed Ethereum, are up 3.7%. That demonstrates initiative. Ethereum is up more than 7% in this instance. Although Bitcoin has increased by about 3%, I wanted to show you the kind of scary scenario that it is commencing. At the beginning, the temperature of XRP is 3.7863 C. Would you like to look at the volume? Still down, which indicates that it hasn't completely found its footing yet at this place. In connection with this, consider this correctly. You can watch how quickly this one day is progressing here. I understand that it's just a straight upward slope, if you will, but I wanted to show you this in TradeView starting at 61 cents and going up quite gradually. This is intriguing. In reality, we have been accumulating XRP for a considerable amount of time now, which is actually going back to the second week of November, meaning that in just 6 weeks, this will all be over. This lateral consolidation process is currently. We did split up over it, but now that we've been pushed back, you can see that we've truly moved forward and over this line. You have all of these 5, 6, and 7. This has pushed us backward. Currently, we are trading around 63 cents, but I think the overarching story I want to leave you with is the resistance of that, 64 cents range roughly. That's the resistance level that we're really looking at. To give an example, let me say that you're beginning to witness money moving into the main altcoins. We are all aware of Solana's past. There, we have produced numerous videos. Madness, positive things were happening, and a lot of money was returning to Cardano, but there was also money returning to the Polkadot Polygon chain link style. They are both up, in turn. There was another one here, and I wanted to point out, oh yeah, optimism, so you got an interesting, please, we got a lot of money. You have 411% on Shiba, up nearly 5% moving back in Cosmos. Pouring into layer 2, which is, Ethereum resource chain. The situation in layer 2 is really fascinating. Taking place right here, we're the beginning. The reason for this is that, in my opinion, we are just entering the build-up to, say, 24. Assuming that scenario plays out through tomorrow, which is Thursday and Friday. I believe there is a significant flow of money here. Back to see what happens with the Bitcoin ETF, so that's something to watch. I'm not sure whether you saw this, This is interesting. MicroStrategy recently bought 14,622 more Bitcoin for $615 million, which increases, in my opinion, the fuel that you see. This is that more money typically starts to come in as well when Michael Saylor MicroStrategy does its thing. With this, the total value of MicroStrategy's Bitcoin assets rises to approximately $7.8 billion, or roughly $8 billion at this point. That's a significant amount of Bitcoin that they own, and since Michelle is among the most outspoken supporters of Bitcoin and, to be honest, all cryptocurrencies, I felt it was worthwhile mentioned there. So yes, I believe this will continue, but I also believe that the value of XRP may start to grow. I'm keeping an eye on it for you, but to give you an idea of how some of the other altcoins that we're seeing rise in value are doing, here's Cardano. Did you know that it has increased from the 1960s to the current 66 days by 150%? Over the last 7 days, Polygon has increased by 150%, 149%, and you can see that it is breaking out in a similar manner. However, from that right to this buy alert. With 103% in 67 days, a significant amount of money began to discreetly return. to some extent into the cryptocurrencies, but once more, many of these additional levels are layer 2s. Actually, that's where I am. It's a lot to watch the money disappear at this moment. We just looked at Solana. Of these other layers, one under layer 2s flowing in and Polygon is just taking off. As everyone is aware, the narrative goes like this: 72 days, up to 384 per. By the way, this is my software, X1. It's a trading indicator, algo. You can see that this is Solana because Aether is providing you with these buy and sell notifications. Cardano, I simply showed you there is a discount code below if you would like to check out the links in the description below. Check out the 30-day money-back guarantee if you're interested in adding a little bit of extra edge, if you will, to your the right time to purchase and sell. I've configured this gadget to send me an alert whenever. It simply advises me when to purchase and when to sell, and I follow that, so yes, I believe Kay finds it interesting. In addition to somewhat monitoring some of these other individuals, I'm actually watching Ethereum for you. Nevertheless, XRP it seems to be moving now. It will begin to appear to us. You recognize the pattern that I was demonstrating to you here, that there is something of beginning to break out of this consolidation. I've been sort of monitoring and tracking lately. We could start to see right here at the end of that and is where it's starting to move back up. See where that green circle is sort of seeing it starting to go back up. For long, I just keep having these lines here, and they're just proven, and it's just consolidating. We must rise above that resistance level of 64 cents, as you are aware. That's where we are at the moment, and that's what we need to get over. As a last note, allow me to bring up XRP. At 63.5 cents, the volume is still a little low, which is fascinating. We've got this move up, though. 3.45%, so go ahead and earn some money.